move on to the markets. We'll take a look at the BRVM performance. The BRVM 10 index of closing trading on Tuesday at 208.5 points. That's down by 0.33%. We also saw the all-share index losing 0.17% to close at 189.82. Total value traded climbed to 692.1 million CFA francs. Currency for the region trading at 500 against the US dollar, now putting its year-to-date change at minus 0.2%. Now joining us on the phone to discuss the BRVM market, I have Kadi Fadika-Coulibaly. She's the CEO of SGI Hudson and Company. Kadi, it's good to have you on the show with us today.
Good afternoon, Didi.
Hello. Let's start by focusing on some of the company results that we've seen this week from your region. Filtisac, first of all, full-year revenue up 34%. We also saw profit after tax up 166%. Now dividend of 355 CFA francs per share. Now we saw that stock move down 5% after the results were released. I think we would have expected to see a positive reaction to the news.
Yes, because any investor that sees a growth like that would obviously detect that the company is doing well. On our market, the investors for Filtisac are mainly small investors. We don't have any professional funds or large investors, and all they're looking at is the yield. 4% yield on our market is not big. They need at least 6, 7, 8, and Filtisac has a lot of cash, which is not being investing into growth investment. So the investors are waiting to see more an increase in the yield and more dividend coming to them.
Let's move on to CFAO Motors. Now, that company also, we saw full-year revenue up. We saw profit after tax up as well. Talk us through your expectations for that company going forward, especially since the Q1 results were not as impressive. We saw revenue down and profit after tax down as well in Q1.
Yes, they were down because what we saw last year was a little exceptional. I mean, we were coming from a merger, and also we were coming from the crisis where a lot of cars were actually damaged in the private companies and also administration. So they all had to rebuild their car fleet. That's why results were that high. But with the merger and two revenues combined from the two companies, Sari and CFAO, we are expecting to see stable results from what we had in 2012.
Let's talk a bit about the transport sector, Kadi, because I believe that's the best performing sector this year. I believe that there are year-to-date gains of about 85%, led by good performances in Bolloré Africa and, of course, Movis. And, of course, we have results out from Bolloré as well. And, we saw profit after tax up, revenue up. So, in your opinion, is the growth seen in this sector sustainable?
Yes, it is sustainable because what we've seen here is the Port of Abidjan activity going up. So obviously these are the two main companies that are benefiting and actually working on the port. In addition to that, we see for Bolloré that 10 days ago, Bolloré was just awarded the construction and exploitation of the second container terminal of the port, which should start activities in 2016. So there is great expectation for this sector and for Bolloré.
And now let's just get a quick update on the market and just your outlook for the end of the week.
Well, we are expecting to see prices going up because aside from this result, we are seeing today PAMC showing the results with a yield of 8%, which is like a news for 10 years back. We also have Filtisac that issued its quarterly results as well. And so we are recommending PAMC, and we are recommending the caterer server that is benefiting from the activity at the airport going up.
Okay, Kadi, let's leave it there. Thank you for joining us on the show. As usual, that's, of course, Kadi Fadika-Coulibaly, who's the CEO of SGI Hudson and Company. And that's